All right, welcome back to Clever Minds. Let's see this example on factorization of quadratic equation. In previous section, we've seen the first example. So here, let's see the other example, example 2. So we have to solve the quadratic equation by factorization. So good. So let's see by factorization, right? So we have x squared minus 64 equals to what? 0, right? Good. So this is a bit different from the first example, but it's pretty easy, right? So the first step to take is to change this to square. That's 64. Well, there are other ways. We can do that also. X squared minus 8 squared, right? Make 64 a perfect square. So we have just made 64 a perfect square. Now that's 8 square because 8 multiplied by 8 will give us 64. Good. So now there is a concept called difference of two squares. Difference of just simple algebra, difference of two squares. So the concept is when we have x squared minus y squared, the notion is x minus y into x plus y, or x plus y into x minus y, whichever is correct. So we are going to use that concept here, the simple algebraic concept. So we have x minus 8 into x plus 8 equals 0, right? Good. So the idea now is to solve this. Remember, when the product of two numbers or two algebraic expressions equals 0, one of them is equal to 0, or both of them is equal to 0. So let's see, x minus 8 equals 0, or x plus 8 equals what? 0. So we have x equals what? 8, or x equals negative 8. So this is a way of solving it. Another way of solving it is this. We can have x squared minus 64 equals 0, which is pretty faster. Then minus 64 comes here. It becomes what? X squared equals what? 64. Then we have x equals plus or minus the square root of 64, right? And that gives us x equals plus or minus what? 8. And it's the same thing as x equals 8 or x equals minus 8. So whichever way you solve this, so this is pretty easy. It's still a quadratic equation, right? Good, because it is an equation with the with 2 as the highest power, right? Good. So this is a quadratic equation. So it doesn't matter if the terms are just 2, right? It's still a quadratic equation. So all right, so we have come to the end of this section. Thank you for your time. This class is brought to you by Clever Minds, and do have a great day.